Donald, baby, I need you to come here and sit down, Donald Trump. We need to talk, and I don't need an invitation. You came on my television, Trump. Last night, this man begged for prime time. Honey, I'm talking about begged. And guess what? ABC said no, NBC said no, CNN said no. And when I tell you I hollered, I screamed, television does not say no to a president. Television is the president's front porch. But television looked at that and said, not tonight, not tonight. And what he did this morning, honey, cried for their license to be taken. Yes, he did. Cried for their licenses to be taken. Not because they lied, because they wouldn't carry him. That's it. You don't want a country, Donald. You want a fan club. And I know Mega in the chat already mad. I gotta say good. Go to a corner store, get a cape, put it around your neck, and get super mad, okay? Stay mad. It's gonna get worse for you, baby, okay? Now let me tell you what your president said with his whole chest, y'all. He said there was a massive scheme in 2019 and 2020 to steal an election. Hold up now. Hold up. Hold all the way up. Was you the president in 2020? Press 4 if Donald Trump was the president in 2020. Say it with me, y'all. Yes, he was. This man stood on national TV and described a crime that happened on his watch, in his house, with his people, and then called for the arrest of everybody in charge. Donald, honey, that is you. Okay? You issued your own warrant on live television and clapped for yourself. You confessed at the altar and thought it was a campaign speech. And honey, the comments caught it in 5 seconds. So the election was rigged under his watch. Then Biden fixed the rigging, and that's how he won the 2024. Make it make sense. I mean, you cannot. And then this man says somebody found burn bags from the Obama administration. Burn bags, honey, 9 years old, just sitting there waiting like leftovers. You can't find them for 9 years, but found them right before the midterms. The timing during all the active it's just like a movie, you know? But you don't have to believe me, honey. Believe his man, okay? His man. Trump handpicked somebody to dig into the elections. His guy, and right after the speech, a reporter asked him, can you acknowledge no voters was changed? Can you acknowledge that? And this man said on camera in front of everybody, the intelligence community has zero evidence a foreign power flipped a single vote in 2020, in 2022, in 2024, zero, honey. And the second the truth slipped out his mouth, watch the handlers. He had it, honey. Let him go. They snatched that man off the camera like the truth, okay? Because he was speaking the truth. They snatched him, and this is Donald Trump's people. His own witness testified against him on the courthouse steps, y'all. Okay? You can't make this up. MAGA, your man's own employee said zero. Not me, but him. Y'all not patriots, baby. Y'all are hostages with flags. But now I got to talk about my people, okay? Because this is where the joke's in. Inside that same speech, he ordered Homeland Security to start pulling names off the voter rolls. 278,000 names, okay? His folks won't rule out ICE at the polls either. I'm talking about ICE, honey, at the damn polls. And while he was talking, um, Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama, they are carving black districts off the map like we was never there. And when they asked Cynthia, a whole United States senator, if um if Raphael, a black man elected by the people of Georgia, was duly elected, she said, I don't know. Cynthia, baby, you know. When I tell you my spirit got quiet, because my people have seen this movie before. We've seen it in the poll tax. We've seen it in the literacy testing. We've seen it when they asked our grandparents to count bubbles in a bar of soap just to vote. Every election, every generation, they give it a new name, right? This year it's election integrity. The name change, honey. The target don't, but the name changes. They don't build purges for nothing. They build them because the last time black folks showed up together, it flipped the whole map. And they have been having that nightmares about it ever since. That speech wasn't strength. That was a scared man telling you exactly what keeps him up at night. And it's you. And I'm not, listen, I'm not the only one who's seen this unraveling. Okay. Did y'all see this unraveling? If you did, press a 4. Okay. It was a mess, honey. All right. Gavin Newsom called it the rambling of a mad king. The 25th Amendment is trending tonight, y'all. Folks are saying remove him. They want his behind removed. And the NAACP, been here since 1909, honey, for the first time ever, said a president should be removed. Whoa! Unfit, unwell, unhinged, 117 years. Never said that about anybody till him. And his answer, he sent the Justice Department after Newsom and his wife shopping for a crime because a man might run against him. That's not politics. That's a hitman. And MAGA, while he got you foaming about China, let me ask you something. How many, how are them grocery prices doing? Are eggs still up? Is gas still up? Is rent still up? One of your own commented last night, Mr. President, I voted for you, but we are struggling, honey. He fighting 2020 like it's going to lower the price of eggs. He declassified imaginary China papers overnight. But them Epstein files, honey, got a padlock, right? Got a guard dog and a prey on them. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself. Come on now. And while he lectured you about honesty, honey, 6 nights of bombs on Iran. One strike landed near a children's cancer hospital. 200, 211 babies on chemo evacuated in the dark because of your President Trump. The Senate voted to end this war. He ignored them. And Tehran put his behind on a billboard in a coffin, y'all. They had Trump inside of a coffin like he was dead in Tehran. Everybody's looking. It's on a billboard like you would go to New York or Hollywood and you see Trump in a coffin, okay? Dead. Honey, and every single night since, more bombs. He's bombing them because of what they put out there about him in a coffin. It's over his ego and pride, you know? He didn't say it was about the picture. He don't have to though. I wasn't born last night, but last night, okay? A man so thin skinned at a billboard 10,000 miles away lives free, rent free in his head. And y'all gave him the nuclear codes. Okay. Okay. He got the nuclear codes. I don't trust that baby. So, honey, here's the verdict. And I don't need no damn jury because I am the jury. A speech television refused to carry. Because, like I told y'all, ABC, all them channels, they refused him. Okay. A crime he confessed on accident. His own witness saying zero. Remember, I told y'all his own man said it was no voter fraud from China. Okay. It was no voter fraud at all. But Trump insists that China had something to do with fraud, and that's why he lost. And a purge aimed at my people's name. Okay, and a war nobody voted on. Donald, you didn't even give a speech last night. You filled your excuse in advance because you know November is coming and you are scared to death. No free passes. Now, my people, the survival part, I need you to do it. Not just hear it. Check your registration this week. Please go check your registration this week. Don't find out at the polls, okay? Find out now. Know your um know your stuff. You got to know everything because they run your election, not him, all right? When you go down to the state, find out everything. I want y'all to vote early. Early votes are hard to steal. All right. So don't wait last minute. You want to get those votes in early and bring somebody, your cousin, your coworker, that one who keeps saying, I don't do politics. Politics been doing them. Okay. Politics gonna stay doing them. He wants you tired. He wants you doubting. He wants you at home. Don't fall for it. I said, don't fall for it. They counted us out in 1870. They counted us out in 1965. And every single time we showed up anyway. So show up. No free passes. Not for kings. Not for mad ones. Not for nobody.